So now we're looking at III. So we're looking at III. So III we have 55% in share B, 45% in share C. So this time we have share B, 55% weight, return equals 10%, risk equals 8%, and we're looking at share C as well. Share C, we've got 45% weight, the return is 16%, and our risk equals, for share C, 11%. So return formula, the weight, 0.55, 55% in share B, multiplied by the return, 0.1, plus the weight in share C, 0.45, multiplied by the return, 0.16. Put it into the calculator. 0.55 multiplied by 0.1 plus 0.45 multiplied by 0.16 equals 0.127. So equals 127. So our return equals 12.7%. 12.7%. And now we want to work out our risk. So our risk is the weight, first weight, 0.55 squared, multiplied by the risk of the first one, which is 8%, so 0.08 squared. The weight of the second, 0.45 squared, multiplied by the risk of the second of share C, which is 0.11 squared, plus 2 multiplied by both weights, 0.55, multiplied by 0.45, multiplied by both risks, 0.08, multiplied by 0.11, multiplied by the correlation. So we're looking, so this time we're starting with share B. So before we started off with share A, so for the three I's, we're looking at share B to share C. So we're looking at share B here, share B to share C, our correlation is 0.5. So multiplied by 0.5. Put it into the calculator. 0.55 squared multiplied by 0.08 squared plus 0.45 squared multiplied by 0.11 squared actually wait, let's just do it one by one just so it doesn't get confusing. So 0.55, I mean you can do it both ways, can't you? So 0.08 squared equals 0.001936. Okay, so 0.001936. Do the second bit. 0.45 squared multiplied by 0.11 squared equals 0.00245. 0.00245. Add, and the last bit. 2 times by 0.55 times by 0.45 times by 0.08 times by 0.11 times by the correlation 0.5 equals 0.002178 plus 0.002178. Add these three values together, 0.001936 plus 0.00245 plus 0.002178 equals 0.006564. So 0.006564. So the answer is, square root this answer, equals 0.081. 0.081, so our risk equals 8.10%. So our risk is 8.10%, 8.1%. And you just keep on doing that basically. That's how you do the return and the risk. So IV, we've got, what do we have for IV? We've got 40% in share A and the remainder in share B. They're trying to be funny with the remainder. We know it's 60%. 40% in share A, 60% in share B. So we got share A for 40% weighted. Our return in share A is 7%. Our risk in share A is 4%. And then we're looking at share A and share B. Yep. So share B, remainder 60%, we know that, weighted. Return of share B is 10%. And the risk of share B is 8%. Risk equals 8%. So let's work out, so we're working out our return. So the first weight, 0.4, multiplied by the return, 0.07, plus 0.6 weight in the share B, and then the return, 0.1, do that into the calculator, 0.4 multiplied by 0.07, close bracket, and then 0.6 multiplied by 0.1 equals 0.088. So it equals 0.088, so our return equals 8.8%. So our return equals 8.8%. And then our risk equals square root, first weight squared. What's the first weight? So 0.4 squared multiplied by the risk, 0.04 squared, plus the weight of share B, 0.6 squared, multiplied by the risk in share B is 8%, 0.08 squared, plus 2 multiplied by both weights, 0.4 multiplied by 0.6 multiplied by both risks, 0.04 multiplied by 0.08 multiplied by the correlation between A and B, 0.75 multiplied by 0.75, get our free values, 0.4 squared multiplied by 0.04 squared equals 0.00256. 0.000256, third bit, 0.6 squared multiplied by 0.08 squared equals 0.002304, 0.002304 plus a third bit, 2 times by 0.4 times by 0.6 times by 0.04 times by 0.08 times by the correlation, which is 0.75, equals 0.001152, 0.001152. So we're square rooting. So we're square rooting 0.000256 plus 0.002304 plus 0.001152. These are our free values, and then we're square rooting 0.003712. Square root this answer equals 0.061. So our risk equals 6.1%. Perfect.